Good morning, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to Market Master Roland Attenborough. This is our paper square 9. I just printed off one of these. If you don't have one of our square of 9s, like this thing here in the background, then go online and print off one and start using this for the law of vibration. We're going to start to discuss this a little more. Sorry, I'm shaking that around. Let's go talk about it. So I want to point your attention to 181 here. This was our major top right here. This was our October top right here. Nobody can dispute that. That's 181 days. Okay, so that was our top. And then we started to have the pullbacks down to our snap bottoms, which was this big snap bottom right here under my finger here. And then we started moving up and having all these ebb and flow reactions. So I marked them all on here. So we're going to go from here, and all these show the expansion and contraction between all these lines. You see them on here? These are these big ones on the corners and the cardinal cross are our 8 octaves of time. However, there's a halfway point between these. I've talked about this before, where tops and bottoms culminate and new campaigns begin and end. So as we've gone through, we've noted, or I've noted, that the changes happen in between, in the middle of these lines, on the line, and then at the end. And as we go down here, we've had these whipsaw moves up and down before they change. Right, now here's our major bottom. This is where we are today. So we're just going to move this thing ahead now. Bring our counter bar right up to here. So you can see 232. Here we are. We're still floating in this low area, which I talked about, this reaction, because here comes the change, right? We've just passed over the corner of the square and the halfway point here in between the cardinal cross and the corner here. So what are we expecting? Well, in the last ring here is our major top at the 181. So I'm expecting that we're going to have some kind of a snap up top in this area of 238, 239, 240, right? So let's go have a look at that. So Roland is saying by the 238, 239, and 240 area. All right, there it is on the counter, guys. What is that? What does that say down there? Well, it says that date is about December 3rd. So right around that period, or around November 30th, 28th, we're going to have this snapback top up to this level right here. And what does that level represent right there? Well, that level represents the 98,000. So let's go have a look on our square where that is. Well, I told you, 96, 97, 98,000, and this 100,000, I told you we should be getting out around this 96 level. Don't wait around. Don't try and chase this 105 in this 100. Don't do it. So it's just giving you some caution there, okay? So why? Well, we have this major line that's intersecting between our two swing tops here. So this makes me very suspicious that we're going to experience this 10 to 15% or higher, right? It could be a little higher, this reaction. It could come right up from this low here, a little bit higher, up to about 23.6% is to this level here that we're talking about, this 96, 97, and 98. And we've talked about this. I talked about this the other day, right? We'd be swinging up into that area. That's what I said. That's what I said on this here, right? I said, watch out, guys, when we get back up over this, to be careful here, because this area represents a lot of resistance and overhead. So don't chase this 101 and 105. Please don't do that. All right, so we have a low here, and I said we would wick down from this 85, and I said we could get down to 81, 82 in this area here. And we did. We wicked down to 79.7. So right on target. Anyway, I hope that you guys pay attention to this. Make sure when you're chasing this market up now, you put your stops below the current low. Right here, I'd be dropping your low down or your stop at about 77 here, just in case we get a reversal and a retest of this. Because if we break this area here, it is for sure back to 74. And we could just see this by December 24th, which is our 79 and 80 days from a top. And I told you about this. Our last two campaigns have been 79 to 81 days. You go ahead and look at that on your chart. I really want you to. So, as we move up, move your stops up appropriately underneath any of these swings. Right now, we're just currently hanging around the 85 level. So at this point, a stop should be definitely below this angle here of 81, and I'd have mine right here if I were you. If I were you, I would just kind of tighten it up and keep it right here, if that's your risk tolerance, because I don't want to see you get taken out and then you're having to message me and say, you know, boo-hoo, I got knocked out. Well, we have to watch out for these moves, right? They're looking for your stops. They don't want you to own Bitcoin. They want your Bitcoin. Don't allow them to have it. Anyways, guys, I wanted to show you this. Go ahead and go print off one of these paper charts and stuff. And by the way, you know, don't laugh. This is my old motherboard of my first Bitcoin mine that I built, and I, of course, melted it. So it's my little writing, drawing board and whatnot. So feel free to comment on that. Anyways, I want you guys to pay attention here, right? We're in this move here now. We've made this really big low, and we're about to have this reaction move. Go ahead and check out my brother Dex on TikTok. He's on Non-Elite. He bought our course just over a year ago. He bought it in July 2024, and he's knocking it out of the park. Brothers and sisters, go check him out. He explains the law of vibration really well. He's a serious brother. Anyways, he says he's about to quit his job pretty soon because he's making so much money trading with the law of vibration. And you can too. But I'm not telling you to quit your job. In no way am I ever saying that. Hopefully one day you will understand the law of vibration better, and you will be able to quit your job and live your dream life just like I am. So guys, watch out for this snap up around this date here. I've been saying this, right? We know that there's a change in trend coming up and around here, and we will be seeing another possible topping or retest of some of these areas at our 96, 97, 98 level. So be watchful of this. Peace and love to you guys. Love y'all.